Hi folks, I'm John from Designed Elegance Pastry Shop. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I am. So we're getting on that time of year where it's chilling down and people are looking for some nice comfort food and yummy things. And I thought it would be a great idea for today's lesson to make a nice batch of just yummy peanut butter cookies. Old-fashioned, simple recipe that everyone can do and everyone loves. You just got to watch out for those folks that have the peanut allergies. So make sure that when you do your peanut butter cookies, if you got anyone around that's like that, make sure that you use bleach and clean up your mess and keep everything contained. So that being said, let's get started. So this is a mix. It's a basic cookie dough that we're going to cream sugar and butter. We're going to add our peanut butter to it. We're going to use the KitchenAid. We're going to use the paddle. I've already got 1 pound of brown sugar weighed into the bowl. Okay, now for those of you at home, if you don't have a scale, what you want to do is take some brown sugar, pack it into a 1 cup measuring container just as hard as you can, as much as you can pack in there. That's going to be about 8 ounces right there. So do that twice, and then you got a pound. Along with a pound of brown sugar, I'm also going to use a pound of granulated sugar. And the granulated sugar, okay, we've got our 1 cup measure. Now, you don't really have to pack that, so to speak. So you just measure it out. Okay. It's like I'm getting near the end. I got to re-up my little bin here. Okay, so those were a little bit shy, so I'm going to add just a touch more. Okay, so there's that. Now, we're going to use, okay, so we have our sugar. Now I'm going to use 3 sticks of butter, okay? And I'm going to use salted butter. Now, you can use salted butter or you can use unsalted butter. It really doesn't make any difference. Just make sure that if you're using the unsalted butter, you add about 2 teaspoons of salt to your mix. So, by using the salted butter, I'm just going to omit that. Okay. And what I'm doing here is just opening them up. The butter is at room temperature. Notice how soft and sticky it is. Okay. And the last ingredient that I'm going to add in at this point is the peanut butter. So the peanut butter, what we're looking for is about 3/4 of a pound. Now, for the sake of the video, what I did was I used this measuring cup and I weighed out, I used my scale over there, I weighed out the 3/4 of a pound just to find out how much exactly it will be with a measuring cup. And it looks to me like it's pretty much right on the money at 1 cup, okay, right here. If you were to heap it over just a tad little bit, okay, so basically that being said, 1 cup, I could use this guy here, fill it completely full, heap it over just a touch, and that's the perfect amount, okay? So figure just a touch more than a cup. And I'm going to go ahead and add that into my mix. Now, if I had hard butter, if my butter wasn't so soft, I would not be adding the peanut butter right now, okay? I would be mixing my butter into my sugar and softening the whole thing up. But because my butter is so soft, I'm confident that even though I'm adding in my peanut butter, which is much, much softer, I will still get a nice good creaming effect. Okay, so now that I have those 4 ingredients in, I'm going to go ahead and put it in the mixer. I'm going to let the mixer do the work here. That's one of the things that I find very important. Let the mixer do the work. And we'll just let this go for a moment. We're going to mix it until it's smooth. Oh yeah, look at that. Mix it in nice and easy.
That's pretty good.
Oh yeah. That'll be done in no time.
Move this over here.
Okay. We'll just get a little of this down in. Oh yeah, look at that. Here, you want to Bring that over. See how it's just gradually mixing in. It's still tight on the bottom where you got a lot of granules. Notice it's a little wetter on top.
That smells incredible.
Oh, yeah.
You can tell I hate peanut butter.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I see. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to just do a little scrape from the bottom here. Okay. See, because if you'll notice, I have a lot of granules of sugar yet that has not been mixed in to the butter or the peanut butter, otherwise known as the fat of the mix. Okay. Okay. There we go. We want to get it all in.
Now, for those folks at home that don't have one of these stand mixers, they've got a regular hand mixer, would they still be able to do this?
Yes, but I would recommend. I would recommend doing a half batch.
Okay.
Okay. Definitely recommend doing a half batch. This is a lot for one of those little hand mixers to handle.
Right.
And then what you would want to do, but you could certainly see once we start mixing the eggs in, it's going to get softer too. So, it's just going to take a while, with the hand mixer.
Okay.
And then when you start adding the flour, you can mix the part of the flour in with the hand mixer, but then the rest of the flour, you would certainly want to use a wooden spoon or a spatula to mix it in. Otherwise, you'll kill your mixer in about 30 seconds flat. So, you don't want to do that. So, anyway, so now this is pretty darn well smooth. The only thing I have is just a little bit of peanut butter around the top here, and that'll end up getting into the mix as we go anyway. So I'm not worried about that. Now, at this point, I'm going to add some eggs. Okay. For this mix, we need 3 whole eggs, and we need 6 egg yolks. So what I want to do is I'm going to start with my egg yolks because, if I mess one up, I can always just add it as a whole egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I do.
That's basically the way I see it. Okay, so I actually have white cake to make for tomorrow, so I'm going to go ahead and save my egg whites for that. Okay, so there's one.
Yeah, you kind of separate the egg white from the yolk, just like you do with making pasta.
Pretty much, exactly. Basically, what I like to do is let the white drip out as I catch just the yolk in the other side. Okay, so, and then you pretty much get most of it. I would say 90% of it. You can go back and forth from here, but you're only going to catch a little bit more. So, let's find it's not even really worth it. Okay, so there's 2 of them.
Unless you have OCD like me.
Hey, some people do, and those are the folks that make very meticulously perfect cookies, Okay, so almost lost that one, but we saved it. All right.
Well, it's going to get broken anyways.
Oh, well, it could have been a whole one,
Right.
All right, so there we go. So that's 4. Oops. Careful. Okay, so there's 5. And this will be 6. Okay, so now before I mix my whole eggs in, I'm going to go ahead and mix these yolks into the mix. And they're going to mix right in no time. And there we go. Good enough. One.
Now doing it separately in a cup before I put it in, that has saved me more time than I can tell.
Oh, has it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice trick, I tell you. Yep. I'd rather just throw one away than, a
And
bunch.
with me,
Or,
it was the very last egg.
Oh, it's always the last egg.
And I ended with like 3 shells, and I'm just like,
Uh-huh.
thank goodness.
So now, depending on what you're making, I tell you what, the trick is, if you've got like a little eggshell in like a white cake, okay, or even a chocolate cake batter, chances are during the baking process that is going to sink down to the bottom, okay. And if you are careful and meticulous and keeping your eyes open when you're putting your cakes together, you're going to see it, okay. So you just pull it out. It is what it is. But, you don't really, you don't. When that happens, that's what you do. You don't let it happen on purpose, so to speak. So, anyway, look at this. Look at how fluffy and smooth that's getting. I mean, geez Louise, look at that. All right, so before we go any further.
Oh.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and it smells even more better. Even more better. Is that even a word?
Yeah, I think it's called mo better. Mo better.
It's baking talk is what it is.
Yep.
Wow, yummy. All right, so let's get all the way down to the bottom there. Very important.
Scrapey.
Very important. Yep, scrapey. My son Paul, he renamed this recipe. He calls them booby boobies. Yeah. Hey, can we make some booby boobies? Yep. That's okay. You want some peanut butter cookies, eh? Yep. Okie dokie.
Hey, John, you remember that cake that I made for Sandy for Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
She still talks about that.
Oh, well, good. That's great. That's the idea. You want it to be memorable,
Oh, she was just like, what am I doing?
Beauteous. All right, look at how smooth that is. And, basically all we've done is just mix everything together, nice and light, gradual. Okay, there's no reason to, fluff this too much more. So we'll turn that off for now. Set this off to the side.
Now, right?
What's that?
It's all incorporated now.
Oh, yeah, it's a perfectly nice smooth mix.